looking inside the testes or this little muscular pouch, let me try this again. All right. If we're looking inside this muscular pouch, which is the scrotum, we can see the testes there, and that white layer there that's kind of covering the testes would be the tunica albuginea. So we've got the testes, we can see them surrounded by this epididymis. You've got the head of the epididymis, the body, the epididymis, and then down there would be the tail of the epididymis. That tail of the epididymis leads into this tube here called the vas deferens, which is kind of hard to tell on this model because it's surrounded by a bunch of other blood vessels and nerves within the middle of this spermatochord. So let me jump over to this other model right here. But again, kind of shows the same thing. We can see testes inside of the scrotum, and we can see that epididymis that surrounds the testes. And if you look inside that spermatochord, you should be able to see that tan vas deferens that's in the middle of there. It is surrounded by that blue peniform plexus, all those nerves, that kind of network of network of blood vessels there, the veins, the blue ones there, are the peniform plexus. They surround this vas deferens. And if we go through this, there's our little inguinal canal there. The spermatochord makes its way into the pelvic cavity. And there is the vas deferens, along with the blood vessels that have made their way into this pelvic cavity. You can follow this vas deferens. It's kind of been cut there, but it jumps across. And then it goes right past this ureter that was filling up the urinary bladder. We talked about that ureter last time. But now we're concerned about this vas deferens that is delivering sperm around the backside of this urinary bladder. And if you flip it around to the backside, you can see this vas deferens come in and start to merge with one of those accessory structures right here called the seminal vesicle. And on this other side, they've actually opened up that seminal vesicle so you can see how the stuff from that seminal vesicle is going to merge with this vas deferens. And together, both of those structures are going to lead into the prostate. So you can see some of that prostate there. What else can we see about this thing before I start to take it apart? If we look at the other testicle over here, you can see they're trying to show that cremaster muscle, which were skeletal muscles that drop down from the abdominal cavity, and those are the ones that we're in voluntary control of that will raise the testicles. We can also see, well, at least the shaft of the penis, and we can see the glans penis. The prepuce has been removed. And so that means we would have to look, if we remove the shaft of the penis, then not really easily shown on this one. Let's try to take this off. But if we look underneath here, you can now kind of see what we're calling the bulb of the penis right there, number 54, and that's where those bulbourethral glands will be located. And then you can see those little, there's number 53 right there, those little flanges on the side. That would be the crus of the penis. So that kind of expanded portion of the root of the penis there. So we can see those. If I leave it kind of back this way, you can see the patches of erectile tissue that we were talking about. You can even see them on the back side of the shaft of the penis as well. So the two dorsal patches there would be corpora cavernosa, and then you can see the corpus spongiosum underneath there, and that's the one that has the urethra going through the middle of it. If we take this thing apart, put this together this way, and we kind of see from the side view, we've got our urinary bladder, we've got our seminal vesicle, and we've got the prostate gland. We can see the vas deferens making its way around the back side of that urinary bladder. It's going to lead into the prostate gland, where if I remove this half, we can see the inside of the prostate gland. I don't know if it shows it any better on this side, maybe a little bit better on this side, but you can see that second little tube right there, which is the ejaculatory duct. So that is where fluid from the seminal vesicle and the vas deferens are going to make their way into the urethra. So that little ejaculatory duct is right there in the prostate. We can follow this prosthetic urethra right here through the membranous urethra and now into the penile urethra. It runs through that corpus spongiosum. You can see the dorsal cavity here is the corpora cavernosa. You can see the expanded glans penis there and the urethral orifice. If we go all the way down to the base of the penis here, you can see number 21 is that bulbourethral gland. So all three accessory structures we've seen on the males, the bulbourethral gland, the prostate gland, and that seminal vesicle. We know that Each one contributes to the volume of semen. That may be about it on this one model.
So the root would be this.
That's the glans penis. That's the expanded tip.